What's going on? It's your boy Carcino here, and let's talk about it. Many people have waved their hand like a wand to say different things about where they think we should be, how we should move, proceed, the whole nine. So when I see things that's in black and white, very clear on direction and where we should go as a unit or people, I say, that's cool. But when I see directions as far as television shows and things of that nature that were great and it just ended in a way that felt complete. But we love the show so much we want to see it. But naturally, television shows and theatrical, these new shows that are like on Netflix, they play out more like film, like movies. And because they play out like movies, you're in a scenario in which different things transpire. And those different things that's transpiring is spinoffs. Those are gone now. We used to see them a lot. And now it looks like we're having a little mini spinoff right here from Breaking Bad, the hit show from AMC. That show spun off into They Better Call Sal show. And now you've seen the spinoff with this mini movie that's coming out called El Camino, which is based on the follow of what's going to happen with the continuing from the story at the end of the last episode of Breaking Bad when the season ended. And after all that transpired, the character was saved and ended up going in his own direction. Now, what happens next for this character is going to be very telling in this situation. Now, my whole thing about El Camino is I like it. I like the trailer. I like what I heard. And I'm intrigued to see the movie, but it's its own thing. It's not Breaking Bad anymore. It's going to be something else. It's going to be its own thing. And this is where I feel people don't understand when I say things like this. Vince Gilliam is directing it, so it's going to be good. It's going to be very well directed, but I see it more like a television show played out than a movie. Jesse Pinkman is back. So Jesse once again is going to leave. Jonathan Banks is going to have a cameo. Matt Jones is in there for levity and that comedy. And you're going to have other characters show up in here. But what we don't know is where this is going to go. And I think they should move away from will Bryan Cranston get up and walk into the show. If they cheapen that in any kind of way, I'll be very disappointed in the show. Walter White needed to just pass away. What he wanted to do and accomplish was already done. There was no direction, there's no angle, there's nothing else he needed to accomplish. It was done. The work was done. That was the perfect ending of that chapter, that story. We don't need to see Skylar back. We don't need to. I know it's nostalgia. You would want to see that, but no, I don't want to see them cheapen the Breaking Bad series by doing that. Let this be its own thing. That if you want this to be a pilot and we're watching a movie that's going to end up being a pilot to a show, perfect. I'm on board. But I'm not going to be on board for something that's going in a different direction. Even the look of Jesse Pinkman is supposed to change. Like, he's not going to be the bald head guy that you've seen before. He's going to look a lot different, like he's on the run, as if he was being blamed for the shooting. So we're going to see what the whole fallout is going to in detail, because Vince is writing and directing it. And it's kind of easy when you write and direct it, because you know exactly what you want it to look like. You know exactly what you were doing when you were writing it, and you had it visually play out in such detail to where you know how to engage the audience and not lose it. And it's kind of very interesting. You can, in this day and age, people cannot capture other people's attention for that long, but they found a way to do it, and I'm proud of them for it. Now, moving ahead, um, let's look at the scenarios. Scenarios. What's the scenarios? I just don't want this to be Gran Torino, the Clint Eastwood movie. When Clint comes in, hey, spooks, and and Torino was interesting. They took an old racist guy caught up in the car and turned everything around. But I understood by naming it El Camino. It's perfect. Nothing brings white people to the movies more than an old classic car. So this is actually going to be in the movies too. You actually get to check it out at the movie theater. So you have something to go off of also. It's going to be pretty interesting. I'm interested to see who's all going to go in and support this film. And El Camino looked like one of those films that could definitely be something that could jump off the page. Because keeping an audience engaged when there's no action really going on is a piece of work nowadays. So, with that being said, it's your boy Carcino. I'm out.